guys, welcome to our show. I'm your host, TV host Josephine Akinyi, and I'm here with Miguna and we're going to get more information from him. And today we are going to get a lot of information from him. Who is Miguna?
Yes, Miguna is a barrister, a solicitor from Canada where I practice law. I was a student at University of Nairobi in 1986 and I fought for the second liberation of this country. So I'm a barrister, I practice law, and yes, I was the former advisor to the Prime Minister in the Grand Coalition government.
Okay.
Yes.
So Miguna, tell us about the big announcement you had for us.
You see, the big announcement is that I'm going to vie for the governor's seat in Nairobi. I have what it takes. I am qualified. I have what it takes to run Nairobi. You see, the money that the national government gives to us, most of the leaders who have come before have, squabbled it, and they have decapitated this money. And I think it is time for a visionary to come. So I think I have got what it takes, and I want to convince the people of Nairobi to vote for me as their governor.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you sure you got what it takes?
You see, when you ask it
to win.
You see, the problem with the media is that, you see, that is, and the Kenyan media has this problem. Instead of asking me for my qualification, in fact, I'm more qualified than any aspirant. Now, the Kenyan media is asking me if I'm sure. What do you mean I'm sure? First of all, I'm qualified. I have a degree. I learned in the University of Toronto in Upper Canada. So what do you mean when you ask me if I am sure? You see, there's nothing that cannot be done. Like Barack Obama started from the streets. Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, there are many examples. And I want to tell the people of Nairobi that I'm going. Cannot be done, should not be the language of a leader.
Okay. You are not as strong or an influencer as your opponents. What do you have to say about
so
that?
What do you mean I'm not strong? I have over 1 million followers on Twitter. I have a team, a revolutionary team. You see, this is what is corrupting the media industry. You know, the media industry in Kenya glorifies mediocrity, and that is the problem that we have today. And these are the things that I want to make people understand. You cannot say that I'm weak or I do not have a following. Look at what happened in for example, a country like Rwanda. Paul Kagame started from the streets. He started from down. Paul Kagame was not as strong as people thought he was, but now he's a president. So you cannot come and tarnish my name, and then when these other aspirants come, you try to glorify their name. But when Miguna comes, you start asking him if he's popular. I am going to win. I have what it takes. I will make it. Take it to the bank.
Okay, continue tuning into this show. And another thing is, what are you going to do to the people of Nairobi?
You see, there are many. In fact, I carried my manifesto. I had my manifesto. I'm the only leader with a manifesto, a published manifesto, my Miguna. There's no other leader who I've seen. The other day they were here, nobody came with a manifesto. And when they were asked, what are you going to do for Nairobi? There's a lot of traffic in Nairobi. They said they're going to build bridges. Now this is what I'm going to do in my town. I'm going to do a forensic audit where everybody is going to be audited, and those who the Auditor General's report, if they're going to say that these people squabble funds, or these despots or these demagogues squabble funds, we are going to decapitate them and we are going to take them home. After that, I'm going to build a subway system in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Now in Canada where I live, for example, there's a subway system. And the money that the national government gives or allocates to counties is enough. Like if they allocate 300 billion to Nairobi, we are going first to deal with the basic needs of the people. We are going to deal with food. We are going to deal with the healthcare. We are going to deal with education, and we are going to deal with improved housing for the people of Nairobi. We are going to deal with solid waste management. All the solid waste, we are going to take them out. You see, there's a lot of solid waste in Mukuru kwa Ruben, Mukuru Kayaba, Mukuru, even in Kibra. And these despots are living in Karen, they are living in Runda, and there's nothing that they are doing. They are just jumping in podiums and saying that, they give handouts, they give 200 shillings, they give 100 shillings to the residents. And these are the things that I'm going to do for Nairobi. There will be a subway system, and it's possible. Okay, so you cannot ask. They built a subway system in Canada, less than 10 billion, and the money that the county government allocates, the money that the county government the national government allocates to the county government is more than enough to bring change in Nairobi. Yes.
So why do you think you're better than any other candidate?
You can't ask that question and my qualifications for wrong. So if you ask if I'm qualified, then I'm qualified. I'm going to tell you why. I studied at the University of Nairobi and I was a student leader since 1986. But when I was expelled, they thought that I'm going to die. And they said that, Miguna, this is your end. But we managed and we went to Canada and we trained, and I have 2 degrees. I have a master's degree and I practice law. I am an advocate in the law school in Upper Canada. And so I'm very qualified than these other people. The other candidates I've seen, some of them they can barely read. Some of them have looted public institutions to death. They have looted public institutions to death. But I'm a man with integrity. I stand for the people. And so I have what it takes. So you cannot ask if I'm qualified. In fact, I am overqualified. And I want to tell them, you can call them here so that we can discuss. If they think they are more qualified than me, come, baby, come.
Okay, statistics show that you are at the bottom. So what do you think about this?
So what do you mean I'm at the bottom? Look what happened in the United States of America. When Donald Trump was down all across and Hillary Clinton was up. But what happened after the results? Donald Trump, you see, this is what is happening. People normally think that the person who is at the bottom will not achieve it. But many times those who are at the bottom achieved it. And I normally say, Barack Obama started from the bottom when he was just a community leader. And he had the vision. The important thing is the vision that a leader has. Barack Obama went to the Senate until he finally became a president for 2 terms in the United States. So anytime you see somebody saying something cannot be done, they know it will be done. Cannot be done should not be the language of a leader. Yes.
So what happens if you lose? What happens?
So
for Miguna.
So what happens for Miguna if you it is not a matter of life and death. In Kenya, I come to vie, but in Canada I practice law. In Canada I work there. So it is not a matter of life and death. So what happens if Miguna loses? I'll go back to Canada.
We have to know as the viewers and everyone that what will happen to Miguna.
Can I finish?
Will it be a downfall or what will it
No, but can I finish? I was talking and you interrupted. So I was saying, and this is the problem that we have the media. They don't. You see, when others come here, you don't give them a chance, but you give them over 20 minutes. But when I come, you start asking if I'm qualified. You see, this is what happens to the media. I'm going to talk, and I'm here to talk. This is what is happening. You see, I have what it takes. In fact, can you repeat your question?
What happens if you lose?
Yes. You're asking what happens if I lose. But it's not a matter of life and death. You see, in Canada where I work, I can still go back there because I have businesses there. I have many clients there. I practice law in Canada. I have books I've published. I have businesses that I'm going to do in Canada before I come back. So when I lose, in the event that I lose these elections, which I'm not going to lose, it will not be a matter of life and death. But the thing that I'm asking the Nairobi residents is to vote for me as the next governor. I've got what it takes. And we cannot say that this cannot be done. I've said what I'm going to do for Nairobi. And you've seen my plans. I have a manifesto. I will bring healthcare. I will bring education. I will clear off cartels and demagogues. And I have what it takes to lead this country.
And Miguna has a lot to say, and he's saying that you've given him a lot of little time here. So we are asking, are you an independent candidate or not?
You see, I've got no time to go to parties and start, this small fight that I'm seeing other politicians doing. I'm an independent candidate. I am focused with a manifesto, Viva. And you see, I'm going to achieve what I want. So I'm an independent candidate running by myself and funding myself.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you have to say to the people of Nairobi as your last word in this show?
You see, this is what I'm going to tell the people of Nairobi. Dear patriots, dear citizens, those who are visionary, those who are looking at the future. Now, I am Dr. Miguna Miguna, asking for your vote as the governor of Nairobi. I have a manifesto, and I've said everything that is there, everything that I'm going to do in the manifesto. Now, this is what I'm asking you. Let us change Nairobi. Let us make Nairobi become the way it was 20 years ago when I was a student leader. I think we have what it takes, and I have the capacity to clear off everything, to caricature everything and make it look good. I'm asking for your vote individually. Don't be given handouts today by these despots or these demagogues and think that they're going to make Nairobi great. Because you're the same people who are going to cry that these leaders have done nothing. Today I'm talking to you as the citizen of Nairobi. I need your vote. Vote Dr. Miguna Miguna in as the governor of Nairobi, because I have integrity, because I'm qualified, because I have everything that it takes. And there's nobody who should say that it cannot be done. Because cannot be done should not be the language of a leader. Residents of Nairobi, stay focused, stay agitated, stay safe, sanitize, organize, mobilize. Thank you so much. Subscribe to this channel.
Thank you so much for having this time with us. We're really happy that you've got this year.
I'm here to comment hapo chini tuone kama
Comment,
inaweza.
share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. We are glad you.
Comment down below. Subscribe to my channel at Weekly Poet.
Stay
Viva.
tuned.
Stay tuned.
Okay. And Simply
Viva.
Joy.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Can you market your channel to the people?
Okay, my channel is Simply Joy. Go subscribe.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Make her grow. Viva.
Bye.